Hi guys, and welcome back. Now this isn't a video that I planned on making, to be honest, but earlier today I got my scans back from a roll of Ilford XP2 that I shot about a week ago in Paris, and seeing the scans just reminded me of why I love this film stock so much. So in line with wanting to make more videos again this year, I figured I'd come on here while I'm out with the dogs and talk a little bit about it. Now, for those of you not familiar with it, XP2 is a really versatile black and white film from Ilford. It's got a really wide tonal range, and the most important thing about it, and the thing that makes me love it so much, is if I put a box on screen now, picture of a box on screen, I'm pretty sure it's like a red circle with the letter and numbers C41 on there. For those of you that don't know, what that means is that although it's a black and white film, it can be developed using the C41 process that's used for developing colour films, and that's really a big deal. A lot of labs these days don't do black and white film themselves. They have to send it off to specialist labs, and that involves two things: more time and more money. So it's more expensive, takes longer to get your scans back, and to be honest, that's what does put me off of shooting black and white film a lot of the time. However, with XP2, you can get it done at any lab, and like with these, the day after I dropped the scans off, the day after I dropped the film off, I'd got my scans done. And it's that convenience that's what led me to shooting XP2 in Paris in the first place. I wasn't actually going to shoot any film while I was there, but because I'd got a roll of XP2 and I knew that I could get the scans back quickly and cheaply, I figured why not. Now, while it's sold as having a really wide tonal range, and it's actually promoted as a low contrast film, because of its wide tonal range, if you get different lighting situations, you can actually get some really high contrast images. So while I was in Paris, we got some really bright sunlight, and things like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre. With bright light on those, you can create some really striking contrasty images, which are the ones that I'm really happy with. So what I'm going to do now is, there's not much behind the scenes, because like I say, I wasn't planning on filming this, but there is some that I shot from another video that I did recently for the Lomo Instant Wide. If you've not checked that out, by the way, check it above. So I'll show you a little bit of footage of what the lighting conditions were like, and more importantly, I'll show you some of the images now. So hopefully you've just seen there quite a range of images. Like I said, there are some really high contrasty ones where there's bright sunlight. There are some low contrast, kind of a little bit flatter ones where it's overcast or where there's not that bright direct light. And I just think for a film stock that was launched, what, 35 years ago, a film stock that is relatively cheap. It's a little bit more expensive than like HP5 or like something like Fomapan, but it's still relatively cheap. It's easily accessible. Anywhere that sells film will have XP2 in, I'm pretty sure. Or if they don't, it's just because they've sold out. For something that you can get processed at any lab and still get results where you can work with light in situations to produce high contrast, low contrast, pretty much whatever you want. It really is kind of probably one of my top 3 favourite film stocks. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like the images. I'm going to carry on walking these dogs, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.